I'm Carcina. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm going to tell you, I am as shocked as anybody right now on the information I'm hearing. Like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. So, yeah, I mean, there's been plenty of things that I've seen that didn't make a lot of sense, but let's just say it was crazy to see and hear Anton Daniels tell Micca, "You got keys to my house?" Mm, I'm still blown away by it. I Let's bring this up, man. 'Cause I just can't. My brain can't get around it, man. It's just like, what are we doing here? For real, what are we doing here? Let's get into it. Shout out to Lakeisha. Keisha.
She was asked why her husband couldn't meet Anton. She gave an answer as if it wasn't a priority. She did a lot of word salad. So we're going to get into it, y'all. Make sure you're liking the video. Also, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, like 80% of the people watching, y'all not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscription button. It ain't going to charge a credit card or nothing. Come on, let's get into it like the video.
So she goes into details about all of the things that she was saying, but what was more alarming to me, more than anything, that I found to be pretty, disturbing, is like, what in the world is going on now? Because I'm just like stunned, completely stunned. This takes the words out of my mouth.
As far as to say this crazy shit. Let's just say what you said. You was like, well, it's online. He can watch it if he wants to. So let's get into what she said.
With Anton.
My business relationship, absolutely not.
Has
because
there ever...
because one, he can watch it.
He can watch it. She was like, well, he ain't gotta meet my husband, because at the end of the day, what we do online, he can just watch it. Girl, your husband wasn't watching this bullshit. He wasn't watching this, okay? Because listen here, your husband, excuse me, is, he's working. Just like, I create content. A lot of times I don't have time to watch a lot of content that other people are, that may be creating if it's not similar to what I'm doing. So one of the reasons why you don't want your husband to meet Anton, because your husband would have known that, what was going on between the two of y'all. And look at the type of shit Anton was saying.
Different. You just switched that all up.
Which is all inclusive, which also includes the possibility of box. Whatever
That's
that
different.
is.
You just switched that all up.
Which is all inclusive, which also includes the possibility of box.
Carrie, listen, I think that is fair. And Carrie, it should
all inclusive.
It should come with this one caveat.
Now, that don't mean that I'm gonna take it, and it doesn't mean that I'm interested. But I do think that I should have complete control over whoever it is that's around me at the time.
So your husband would never want to meet somebody that's saying any woman that's around him, he should have full control of their coochie. Why would you want your husband to meet somebody like this?
Now, that's alarming. That man actually said those words, that I want to have full control over that box. I wouldn't be cool with this if my wife is going in front of a man, another man telling my wife and saying this on video that anybody working with me, I got to have total control of that box. Any woman I'm married to, that wouldn't be acceptable to. I already know, because the type of woman I'm would be married to, that wouldn't be acceptable. That wouldn't be acceptable dialogue to use towards her, to describe anything towards her. She said, well, that would exclude me because, one, my husband wouldn't allow anything like that. Plus, my wife wouldn't be in a situation like that because I would have had to meet homeboy. And from what I've seen, I was like, oh, this ain't happening. Oh, this 100% ain't happening. You're going to just have to get it out the mud, because if this is how you want to be famous, you want to be famous for that? For another man saying he control your box? How you think this looks and appears to your husband now? People know you guys, and I'm talking about people outside of the internet. They know you. They know your husband. They probably have sat and had dinner with you and your husband somewhere. And when you try to say, oh, that's just acting, it's just a show. It's not a show when they're talking about you. You're not playing a character. You're playing yourself. And your husband is an extension of you. So if you don't look good, he don't look good. And that's how this scenario is moving. You're not protecting him. That's the thing that's blowing my mind, is that why you're not protecting your husband. Because I'm quite sure he's going to protect you. So you're not protecting him at all, even though his face and name and all of this stuff. And yes, people, she is really married. Okay. His last name Watkins, unless it's incest. His last name Watkins, her last name Watkins. So let's just get that in perspective. They're married. So this whole thing just baffling to me. It's really baffling. And I just don't understand, why is Anton doing it? Like, he thinks this is content. Like, oh, this is good for the show. Is this the type of show you want to do for somebody who gives financial advice to people constantly? Is that the type of content that's beneficial for you? Like, is there real profitable for you to do that? Jesus Christ, man. It's almost like, do they have any morals? Like, anything that was just say, or they just like, man, the money. That's all they care about, is that money, man. So I don't know. It's baffling to me. And like I said, I'm still in shock about it. Still in shock.
Micca is slow. I do believe she's slow, but I don't believe she's that slow. She's very slow because any married woman, any woman in any type of relationship that would take her side chick relationship to the internet is crazy. Well, I believe that maybe Micca thought that her husband wouldn't watch it. I don't know what this crazy girl thought, but one thing we know is that for some reason she didn't think that her husband would watch this. I'm looking at my notes, y'all.
Now, I know people that don't. My mother don't watch my videos. She don't watch any of my content, nor do I want her to. She might glance past it if my sister is watching it. My sister told me her husband is watching my content, and thank you if you are. Appreciate it. We don't have any correspondence. Like, I've never talked to him about it. I don't know what parts he's watching or what he liked on it, but if he's watching, thank you. Hopefully he subbed. But it's weird to me. You know, very weird and strange that this man is parading this woman around like she's his wife, but not his wife. What are you trying to sell us? And then you basically disrespect her constantly, and she's okay with it. And I don't think she's slow. She just doesn't choose to use her intelligence or common sense or courtesy of decency because she thinks of it as all a performance. This is all work. Like she's acting, and this is a character she's playing. So this is the way she tells herself, this is all it is. As long as I'm not sleeping with this man, there's no problem. I'll take his money. I'll take his resources. I'll take everything. Yeah, shoot. I don't mind being used as a poster girl. And we're playing this role and this part out for the crowd to see. I don't care about that. Until, her husband doesn't care. Like, look, I'm getting flown out. I'm getting hotels paid for me. This is good. And the husband, like, I only get the money, girl. And she's under a false sense of security because she met the wife. And the wife just might be more into her than Anton. We don't know. It just seems really weird and fishy, this story here. I'll tell you, they like a wild preacher and wife situation. You know that weird preacher in the church, the pulpit? I already told you my story. So I didn't experience that preacher already. And the master manipulation that he was getting away with. So let's take another example. Look.
So why would a woman go online with this type of foolery? Why would you even be on here? This man just said that any woman that he is with in the vicinity of, he needs to have access to her private parts. Like, you didn't feel any type of shame by being around him. I would have immediately said what I had to say and leave or left. Like, how is this even happening that you're sitting here? Listen to this.
Whatever
That's
that
different.
is.
You just switched that all up.
Which is all inclusive, which also includes the possibility of box.
Carrie, listen, I think that is fair, and Carrie, it should
all inclusive.
It should come with this one caveat.
That don't mean that I'm gonna take it, and it doesn't mean that I'm interested. But I do think that I should have complete control over whoever it is that's around me at the time.
He believes he should have complete control over whatever woman that's around him at that time. Why would Micca's husband want his wife around some mess like this. Micca knew exactly what she was doing. She's sitting up there looking goofy because it seems like he may have access to her box. That's what it seems like. So
I personally don't believe these two have ever slept together and had sex. I don't believe it. I believe if that was Anton's goal, he could have accomplished that a lot of different ways. But he was giving up much too much for nothing. I think he just wanted the look and everything else. Anything else could have probably been negotiated, or he know like this woman wasn't gonna go that far with him. Mm-hmm. Pretty much, man. It's a difficulty. It's not impossible. But like I said, I don't believe those two slept together. I really don't. I believe that Mika is her own person. I believe that she was able to use her influence to get what she wanted out the deal, and she did. And no one else that was around said anything other than ever. So when you have a situation where you have your own family to think about and all this nonsense and chaos is happening and transpiring, something is starting to develop because all the Mika and Anton clips are starting to disappear, as he's starting to put stuff on private with Mika because these things are starting to make him look bad. And some of the women that were on his show are starting to disappear. Like they're not coming up there. And he's replacing them with a whole new group of women that he keeps digging up out the ground like worms to perform this content for him. So it's getting really weird over there. I don't know what's happening, but I definitely believe in my hearts of hearts that they have not slept together. That's just me. Everybody else can believe it. That's cool. I just really, on the outside looking in, nah, he ain't hit that.
we understand why her husband never met him, because the husband would be able to pick up on this almost instantly. Now, I'm looking at my notes. Now, another thing that I want to bring up, y'all, and this is very important, and it really just, paints the tale of this entire plan backfired. Mika lied, okay? She lied, and lied. Now, in a previous clip, the previous video that I just did, I, showed you guys a clip where Anton said he gave Mika access to his home, okay? Now, remember that. You got to go and check that video out. In this clip that I'm getting ready to show, well, this isn't a clip. We're going to get into Orlando Talk Perspective interview. Now, in this interview, she's asked, well, let's get it cranked up.
But it gives foundation. Mm-hmm. How far is the hotel from the studio and from his home, if you knew that?
I've never been to his home. So
well, you don't have to go to a person's home.
You said from his home, so yeah. I don't know.
So let me rewind that, because the question was, how far is the hotel? Because she said she stayed in a hotel. We don't know if she stayed in one of Anton's houses or one of his homes with his wife, in his studio where he works, because we know it's a bedroom there because he showed it to us. The question was, how far was your hotel room from his studio? How far was your hotel room from his home? What did this chick say? She don't know. She says, I don't know because I've never been to his home. That's what Micca said. She never been to his home.
Production. Y'all did an interview, and it's just you guys. Correct.
So I flew to. That's when I first met her.
Sure.
But she did not stay.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be too investigatory, but it gives foundation. How far is the hotel from the studio and from his home, if you knew that?
I've never been to his home. So
well, you don't have to go to a person's home.
You said from his home, so
yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know that. Okay, fair enough. From the studio.
So she said she's never been to his home, but it looks like she knows the proximity from the studio. Now, again, we're just breaking down some things that I just didn't have time to break down, okay? Anton Daniels' plan, it backfired when Micca went on this damn interview because Micca just stated that she don't know where Anton lives. She's never, ever been to his home, right? That's what she said. Well, get into this clip right here because this clip right here proves that she was in fact at his home.
I don't even remember if we went to a game that weekend or whatever, right? Trump assassination happens.
I remember.
What do I do?
So
wait.
Answer the question.
What do I do?
I'm just going to tell you. As soon as it happened, you looked down at your phone, you looked up at me, I was like, because
you already knew.
I had the expectation.
But wait, did you already know?
So I already knew what was going. As soon as I saw it on my and I said, Anton, you see what just happened? You was like, yeah. I was like, all right.
So what did I do?
And I ate my food. So
what did I do though? What did I do?
You left and got on the train.
And I headed straight to the studio.
And you went to the office. Yeah.
And then I said, here, go to the crib or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All of the access that you need or whatever. I made sure I checked on you. But I said, I gotta go. I'm not going to.
But again, did I give any pushback?
No. But no.
That was my expectation.
I agree with you. I'm not saying that you push back. I'm using this as an example to illustrate that when something happens, I'm gone.
Right, and that's why I said I agree because I already know those expectations. But I'm saying that if that's not the conversation up front, and you give a different.
No, I agree with you with the conversation up front. I was just using myself as an example.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if we have that understanding, but if you said something different in the beginning and that would have happened, right, it would have caught me off guard. So by knowing certain things, I already know how you move. That's why it doesn't bother. It wouldn't bother me. But you give it to somebody else who doesn't, then it's going to bother them, right? Well, if they don't know that.
Did you guys not hear the part where he said he gave her the keys to go to his home, but yet she stated in this interview she had never been to his house?
They don't know that up front, and that's all I'm saying.
We're gonna rewind this.
I'm not going to. The one thing that I'm never going to say is I can't do it because I'm over here chilling with my family or I'm over here chilling with this. I'll give you an example, Micca. I'll give you an example. Me and you were chilling in Detroit, right? Mm-hmm. Chilling. We at the restaurant. We hanging out. We having a good time. It's the middle of the downtown. Mm-hmm. Trump tried to get assassinated.
Oh yeah, and you got up. Me and
you were sitting there, and we having a good time, middle of the city. Flew you in first class. We having a ball. Everything is great. I don't even remember if we went to a game that weekend or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Trump assassination happens.
I remember.
What do I do?
So
wait. Answer the question.
What do I do?
It's I'm just going to tell you. As soon as it happened, you looked down at your phone. You looked up at me. I was like,
Because you already knew.
I had the expectation.
But wait, did you already knew?
So I didn't even. I already knew what was going. As soon as I saw it on my and you know, I said, Anton, you see what just happened? You was like, yeah. I was like, all right. Because
So I was there, and what did I do?
And I ate my food. So
what did I do though? What did I do?
You left and got on the train.
And I headed straight to the studio.
And you went to the office. Yeah.
And then I said, you know, here, go to the crib or whatever.
Go to the crib. She just stated in that interview with Talk Perspectives that she had never been to this man's house. Do you see how this interview that she did with Talk Perspectives, it backfired? Never do an interview when you are lying. Don't do it.
Now, that's very strange. Now, I didn't know that happened. And now it does make Micca seem like a liar, like she's really hiding something. Because that is definitely something you would remember when he asked, did you ever go to this man's house? And here it is, this man saying he gave you access to his home. This what blows my mind. Unless his wife is really comfortable with it, or she's a swinger, they're a swinger couple too. Nobody is getting access to my house. There's family members that don't have access to my house. My mom is the only one that got access. I don't give everybody in the family access to my home. Are they crazy? No. I send that over to any, like, I don't bring women I date to my house. Like, you have to really be somebody, like, I got to know where you rest your head. I got to know where your family pretty much rests their head before I can let you in my home. Let some random girl I'm dating come to my house. Next thing you know, she break in with some guy she been dating. They steal stuff and then they go somewhere and I don't know where they at, how to get them. No. But if this is a girl you messing with, though, just why are you giving her access to your home? Why are you giving her keys to the house? Why are you comfortable, so comfortable, whining and dining and finessing this woman? Because she's just taking all of it. She's eating at fine restaurants. She's getting flown out. Don't know what her husband does, but this woman seems to be taking full advantage of the Anton Daniels ride. And he's doing all this without even hitting it. I can tell you right now, he is not hitting that chick. Still don't believe it, that she's giving it up. Now, of course, she's not going to go up there and say she's been in the man's house because her husband's probably watching that interview because he's going to want this to get cleaned up. And if he'd have heard all this is damaging. So this is why Anton Daniels is going back now. He's like, look, I got to mute all these Micca things because the husband's hearing all this. And pretty soon, Anton's going to be getting lawyers. He's going to be coming out there. Everybody on YouTube. He's going to get so mad because this is starting to mess with him. He's looking weird in the light of his conservative space. Conservative space, people looking at him is like, ugh. I'm just saying, man, this looks bad. Looks real bad, bro. Looks real bad.
You know what I'm saying? All of the access that you need or whatever, I made sure I checked on you.
He gave her the keys to his house. He checked on her, gave her all the access that she needed, but she just stated she had never been to this man's house.
Never been.
Orlando, hello, where are you, Orlando?
But I said, I gotta go. I gotta go.
He said he has to go. Point made. This plan backfired. I'm going to play it for y'all again. This woman said she had never been to this man's house. She's never been to his home. Even if he was, talking about maybe a condo that he owned or something that he owned, but he didn't live there. She made it seem like she had never in her life been to anything that he owned. Let's rewind.
Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be too investigatory, but it gives foundation. How far is the hotel from the studio and from his home, if you knew that?
I've never been to his home. So
well, you don't have to go to a person's
You
home.
said from his home, so yeah. I don't know.
You don't know.
She don't know. She's never been to his home. Do y'all get it? This lady lied. And this is not based on, again, that I know her personally or, it looked like she was lying. The stuff that she said in this interview, it can be proven that she's lying because I just showed y'all a video clip of Micca sitting on a panel with Anton when she was flued out another time. And y'all got to go, check out this video. Let me show y'all the video. I'll show y'all the video. If you want to check out the video that I just did, I'm going to show y'all the link or whatever, or the video title. Go ahead and check it out. Just give me a moment. Check this video out here. Y'all can check it out. Let me just share my screen here because you're going to have to check that video out to be able to get the full, story of, let me just see here. Okay, y'all. So we onto my channel and let me go into videos. Okay. Is this one right here? Well, the title of it is Anton Daniels' mistress exposed herself with these statements. Go and check that video out if you are clueless as to what I'm talking about. In my previous video, I just told you all that this woman lied. She stated that she had never, ever been over. Well, I won't say never, ever. She said that she was only flew out, or she had, only been flown out to Detroit to work on business projects. But yet I showed you guys a video, my previous video, where Anton simply said he had to leave her in the hotel. I'm sorry, not leave her in a hotel. He had to leave her at the restaurant while he went to work. Now, what he did say is he gave her keys and stuff to go to his house. He never said anything about her working. He said we were hanging out, we were in dinner, we were at dinner, we were gonna go to the game. But what ended up happening is something happened, on the blogs, and I needed to go and create content. They never did any work. Again, on this interview, she's lying. She said he'd never been to her house. I just showed y'all a clip where Anton said, I gave her the keys. Now, if you guys are going
how did you get keys? I don't understand that. How do you get the keys? How do you get the access codes and all that to get into the house? To a woman that's not your wife. Man. Woo! I see why you putting all these videos on private. Keep them on private, bro. Because this other chick you even hitting. I could see if you was hitting this chick, then I would feel at least a little bit like, all right, well, he getting something for the money. Jesus Christ. You better all hitting the chick, or at least trying to go for it. God damn. This is worse. This is worse, Anton. This is real bad. This is fake pimp.
to continue to send me clips, please don't send me the link. Please just screen record the part, because a lot of y'all are sending me links, and what they're doing is they are taking the videos down. And this is why I'm gonna, my next video, I may talk about the situation where they say it's content. But if this is about content, then let the content stay up. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys.
That's true. If you said we did this for content, then why the hell are you putting the content on private? So can't nobody see the content? Just let that be known. All right. I'm just saying, this gives fake pimp vibes. You feel me? All right. Don't forget to go to the Patreon too, because we will be finishing up the Zendaya story over there. And we got what really happened to Pat Tillman, the story they have never told you. We got a lot going on over there. So the Patreon is hot. Get over there. And it's your boy Carcino. And we out, baby.